and welcome to my 2012 Halloween watch list. This is a countdown that I'll be doing every day this month. You know, fingers crossed. And what I'll be doing is a series of videos. Normally, I would show this as one big long video and I would just talk about each movie briefly and why I chose it for my Halloween watch list. This year, what I'm going to try to do is watch movies on separate nights, and I want to make separate videos where I just briefly explain each one of them and kind of add a little something extra that I normally would do. So in other words, I want to do this as kind of like a special occasion. The first movie we're going to talk about today is Candyman. I've actually enjoyed this movie basically since it very first came out on VHS. I didn't get a chance to see it at the theaters, but I rented it when it was still considered a new release way back there. This is one of Clive Barker's better films. I'm kind of hit and miss with Clive Barker normally, but I really enjoy Candyman and a few of his others. It's got a great, the killer, like a strange backstory, and the whole way it's set up feels very spooky. It's got great music, lots of atmosphere. What you've got is you got Virginia Madsen, and she plays a graduate student who's doing research on urban legends and ends up going to the location of where these murders are, and there's this whole belief system that this guy, Candyman, this killer, is coming to get people if you say his name 5 times. The villain in this, Candyman himself, is played by Tony Todd, who is brilliant. I love his voice. He has this very deep, booming voice, and there's this certain creepiness. How the movie kind of shows this in an urban environment, but the music seems timeless. It seems operatic, if you will. And I love how it's sort of a love story, and then the next minute it's the jump scares are just kind of at your face. I think it's timeless, and it's one of my favorite movies to watch during this time of year. It reminds me a lot of Halloween. The very first time I watched this, I was on probably a first or second date with a girl that I just started seeing, and as funny as that seems, she was scared to death by this movie. And I have to admit, it kind of unnerved me a little bit too. And I was trying to be the cool one, and I had to drive her home after watching this, and she lives kind of out in the country, and I had to drop her off. When I walked her to the door, I remember she was really, really scared, and then when I left and came back to my car, that's when it hit me that I was by myself, and I got this kind of creepy feeling like maybe somebody was in the backseat of my car or something. You know, it's very funny. I still remember that this movie kind of made me believe that anything could happen, but it felt real. There's a certain spookiness to this that still, to me, is there. After all these years, I can still see it and believe it. The scares are not gone. But yes, this is my pick for today. If you've never seen Candyman, definitely give it a try. And for the next segment will be my bonus segment, if you will. I'm going to give you something a little bit different besides this mini review, this mini pick. I'm going to add something to it each day. And today we're going to talk about my favorite candy. So I will see you guys over in the bonus segment. Going on, just coming to you from the bathroom mirror here. I was just talking about Candyman, and it just occurred to me how funny that is, the idea that you can say something 5 times and make it come to you, make it come to life. And it reminded me of something very similar when I was a child. The urban legend was for Bloody Mary, and I think I remember that we were dared to say it 3 times, which, you know, most people would chicken out before then, but I just wanted to say, I thought it was really funny that, you know, maybe somebody could request anything. I mean, what if the whole idea was that you could use it as a way to wish or hope for anything in life, you know, like say, for instance, I was thinking, like, what if you could just ask for your favorite candy? And that's what you actually got by saying, you know, candy 5 times instead of the word Candyman. Got the door shut here. Let me go ahead and turn off the light. And then you say candy, 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 candy. And of course, you know, nothing happens or whatever, but hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that little mini skit there. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there for fun. And what I'm going to talk about during this section is some of my favorite candy, especially this time of year at Halloween. I think about candy a lot because I have to go buy some for the trick-or-treaters, and at least that's how it is for me. When I was growing up as a kid, I really liked Reese's. I think Reese's or Reese's Pieces were probably my favorite candy. And then during the 90s, I went through a Junior Mints phase where I really liked Junior Mints. And then recently, probably like say the last 10 years, my big thing has been Raisinets. And my local store didn't have Raisinets. I was kind of disappointed, but I got these pure milk chocolate covered raisins by Sun-Maid, and these are really similar. A lot of these taste kind of the same, so it's not that big a deal, but this is probably my favorite type of candy right this moment, and I've been eating them a lot. Probably if I'm going to go to the theater or something like that, this will be the kind of thing I would usually get. So let's open it up, and there is a dark chocolate version of these, I believe. It kind of has that movie theater style box, and then a little clear bag inside there. As you can see them there, whoops. And oh, these are really fresh. Sometimes these are a little too chewy, and I usually kind of blame that on the fact that they're probably old. These are actually really moist, and the chocolate is soft. But yeah, really good stuff. It's one of those things that's kind of been around forever, and I didn't actually ever try it. It just didn't sound good until I finally broke down and tried it, maybe 10 or 12 years ago. But yeah, that's my little candy pick that I like to eat with movies. So each day, as you see this bonus segment of the video, I will be talking about something other than the movie itself, usually like a snack or a certain aspect of the movie that enters into my life in a different way, and I just want to add that in just for fun. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it at that, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, bye.